Hi, my name is Martha. I'm a sexologist, and I have with me my friend and a colleague. Um, I met her at when I was doing the teacher training called Art of Feminine Presence, and I've been teaching Art of Feminine Presence for the last 2 years now in Singapore. And so I met Simone in Melbourne, and of course, she's tall and beautiful. Wanted to get to know her. And so I'm very glad we've reconnected because I was doing my Clean and Clear campaign. And so I wanted to invite Simone to talk a little bit about how her work is related to sexuality. So Simone, you want to share a little bit about how you, when you got into the journey, how you uncovered things about your sexuality?
Martha, thanks. I'm delighted. As a journey practitioner, one of the questions that I never explored in my first few years was, why was I infertile? I had endometriosis, unable to have children, and it wasn't until I had a miscarriage at 40 that I became curious and said, I wonder why I've got this issue. And perhaps I had a fear because what I started to uncover, which was locked inside our uterus, my uterus, but I've since discovered that it also is something that's quite collective, that we carry within our uterus the memory of our female lineage. And it's really powerful to think this. When you were a fetus in your mother's stomach, every egg of every potential child was already formed inside of you. So when my mother was in her mother, I was a cell inside of her. We have a direct linkage back through the emotional memories of all our female ancestors. And I uncovered there were memories, and I think this is collective unconsciousness, of women being put to death as witches, women who were being put to death as healers, dying in childbirth, being raped, being unable to be a healthy, sexual, functioning woman because we were told that women shouldn't enjoy pleasure or bliss in the Victorian era. And so all this type of shutdown was stored inside my body. And as I started clearing and releasing, I noticed that my own energy, my own femininity started to come home. I was able to express myself. And then in the work that I've been doing, which is around opening and allowing ourselves to be fully sensual and vibrant women, that there's a direct link between our throat and our yonis. And when we are unable to express ourselves, or we're not heard, our opinions aren't valued, we shut that down and store it in our yonis, in our vaginas. All the times that we've said yes when our body was saying no, the times when we were nice to keep other people happy, that tension gets stored inside the tissues. And where do we store it as women? In our home, in our womb, in our yoni, in our vagina. And my journey for my own healing has been releasing that, has been clearing that, allowing myself to sing and make sound. I'm told that it's our sounds, as we're being made love to, that guides our partner. It allows the men to know how to make love to us. So it's the sound that we make that gives him the, oh, I know I want to spend more time here. Look at how it's making her feel, how beautiful she is, the sounds that she's making. It's part of our naturalness as women to make beauty, and our sounds are part of our beauty.
Beautiful. So I forgot to mention that you are an accredited journey facilitator and trauma release exercises facilitator. And so this was part of your uncovering and healing for yourself that led to you doing this work, or maybe it's both you wanting to do this work and then healing yourself. So which is it?
I actually think that we're all drawn to a path of self-healing and transformation because of things that we carry inside. And I've carried shutdown, obviously I've carried the endometriosis, and I've had a path of depression and wanting to come to life. There is ways in which we can heal through cathartic release, but there is a very powerful way of healing through bliss and pleasure. And what I was very interested for my own path was, how do I experience more pleasure in my life, in my body? Because I know that, like a tuning fork, the more I'm in the space of bliss and pleasure, the less the things that are out of harmony with that can stay. And so it's like a little champagne bubble. It will come up, it will be released, and then there's more capacity for bliss and pleasure. And so my pathway from my own healing has then meant that I long and I love sharing with others how they can also release the things that keep them shut down, keep them depressed or anxious, so that their capacity to fully experience life, to come into their joy, to allow their hearts to sing, to allow their bodies to move and explore the sensuality of life.
So thank you for sharing your own journey. And you mentioned these things that you are doing, journey and trauma release exercise. So maybe for those people who are not very sure what it is, could you just briefly describe that?
Love to, Martha. The journey is about uncovering the cellular memories of things that we've experienced in the past that have shut us down, that have been held within those memories. So for me, I was very surprised to go into my uterus and discover there were cell memories that felt like they were part of the collective consciousness of women. But as they are released, it feels as if there's a freeing up, that we as women can stand up and speak out and be seen and be heard. But the process itself is a very gentle, guided introspection where we go inside following the memories. As we release and heal, sometimes spontaneously, a past memory will arise. We come to a place of letting it go, of forgiving, and opening into a vast spaciousness that is our own essential self. The trauma release exercises that I came across were part of my work to release the stored tension patterns that are held within our muscular and nervous system that make us reactive to the same way regularly. Something triggers us, we automatically clench our jaw, our shoulders come up, our rectum and inner muscles of our groin come up in contraction. That's part of our fight, flight, freeze response. And so if we've lived with a lot of trauma or stressful situations or tension, and it could just simply be we're not eating and taking care of ourselves, we may not know that we're actually contracting all these deep core muscles as a part of a survival mechanism. Like a dog that shakes in a thunderstorm, or an animal that's been chased in the wild and it's simply shaking itself loose to let go and discharge the stress, we have the same mechanism inside that allows us to discharge. It allows us to come back to a beautiful, grounded, calm baseline where we're more capable of engaging and connecting with others.
Yes.
So the trauma release exercises can be found if you look up TRE or trauma release exercises. There's a lot of videos, there's websites about it. There is even an app called Stress Less TRE. The journey is by a woman called Brandon Bays, B-A-Y-S. She's written a book called The Journey, and in the back of the Journey book, she describes the processes of how you can help take a friend, or they can help take you through the emotional process to experience this deep release. And I'm very happy to talk to people or explain a little bit more if you would be interested.
Sure. So how do they reach out to you or connect with you?
I'm available on my website, Simone Engdahl, and Martha will have it typed there for you,
Yeah.
.com. And there will be some information there on how to link and how to join in on some of the discovery sessions where we might be able to have a conversation to help you uncover whether or not this is the right thing for you.
Great. So thank you very much. I really appreciate having this conversation with you and making this offer for people who are watching this video. Our body does lock in all these memories, and if that is preventing you from living your life fully and to have pleasure, then perhaps, check out the resources she has. And also you can reach out to Simone and seek her support. She's a very lovely, beautiful, loving person, as you can see. And I hope you get a good sense of who she is and get the support that you need if that's what you need. So thank you, Simone.
Martha, thank you. It's been a joy and delight with you today.
Thank you.